Hi class, this is Mrs. Bissot here to read you your Wonders Unit 7, Week 3, Literature Big Book. This week our story is called Bear Snores On, and it is written by Carmen Wilson and illustrated by Jane Chapman. Now this story is about a bear in his habitat, where he lives. You're going to learn about where the bear lives, and it is winter time and he is hibernating. Hibernating means it's sleeping through the whole winter, doesn't wake up. And there are going to be some animals that join his habitat, and you will see what happens. Do you think bear is going to wake up? You'll have to listen. Now, as you're listening, I also want you to think about a word called plot. We're going to be talking about plot. Plot is what is happening in the story. What is it about? And you're going to think about cause and effect. What is something that happened and what is the result? What happens because of that? And I wonder if anything is going to cause the bear to wake up. You'll have to find out. And what happens when he wakes up? You'll have to listen. Now, friends, before we start listening to the story, let me go over some story vocabulary. Our first word is nest. A nest is a place that birds and other animals make to lay their eggs in and protect their babies. Our next word is shelter. A shelter is a structure that is built to protect people from bad weather or danger. Complain. When you complain, you say that you are upset about something. Habitat. A habitat is the place where an animal lives and grows. Join. When you join someone, you and the other person do something together. Stubborn. If you are stubborn, you refuse to change your mind about something. And wild. A wild animal lives in nature and is not cared for by people. Bear Snores On by Carmen Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap, with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl, and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, "Too damp, too dank, too dark." So he lights wee twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare hops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps, Hare burps big burps, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, snuffs at the air. I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share? I've brought honey nuts, Badger says with a grin. Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in. And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night!" "What a storm!" twitters wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare strokes the fire, mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper fleck makes bear raw chew. He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping and I've had none. And he whimpers and he moans, he wails and he groans, and the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Bear gulps, bear gobbles, he sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep. But his friends snore on. Respond to reading. Now that you're done listening to the story, Bear Snores On, retell the story to someone in your own words. Remember to use words like first, then, next, and last. Now, you should also be able to answer these few questions. If you don't remember the answer, you could always go back and find the answer in the book. The first question: who are some of the animals that visit the bear's lair? The next question: what are the kinds of things that happen that do not wake up the bear? And the last questions: how does the bear wake up? What happens when he does? Thank you for listening to the story Bear Snores On. This was a cute story about a bear that was just trying to hibernate and sleep through the winter, but was interrupted by these animals that found shelter in his little den. Now, friends, now you know about bears and how deep of a sleep they get into. So if you ever see a bear that's sleeping, you stay away, let them sleep. They will not wake up happy. And if you ever see a bear at any time in nature, leave the bear alone, because bears are wild animals. Now, friends, thank you so much for listening to my story, and I will read again to you later. Bye.